Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. Well, there's a tag going around called Seeing Green where you're supposed to show your green knives. Well, that's a real easy tag for me to respond to because, you know, some people like red, some people like blue. I like green, and I have quite a few green knives because it's something I actually do kind of see. I see a green knife and it's like, ooh, I like that. I'm going to pick it up. And so I got a lot more green knives than what you're just seeing here. And I am not going to be able to show you all of them, but there are a few that I'm going to pop out and show real quick. And then what I'll do is throw a slideshow at the end here. One of the ones which is just off camera here is this one here. And I know it's green and black, but this is an old colonial fish knife. And as you can tell, it's basically built on a Coke bottle frame. Really cool knife. And really big knife too, because it's what, 5.5, 5.25 inches long, something like that. Here's the old ruler. Let's break this out. Yeah, the overall length of this thing, as you can tell, is right at 9.25 inches. The handle comes in right at about 5.125, 5.25 inches long, and you got a 4-inch blade there, just over 4 inches for a big old clip blade there. You know, typical Coke bottle, and this is an old colonial, probably from the 1930s or so. So it's getting up there in age, but it's a really nice knife. You can see that beautiful patina on there. This is not an artificial patina. This knife earned this patina through age and use. Got an old fish scaler going on there like that, a fish scaler remover. You got the hook remover up there and the bottle opener going on. So there's one of the older green knives I have, and it has that green and black plastic or celluloid on there that was very common back then. I've also got this Iroquois scout knife from about the same time, back in the 1930s or so. See here, Iroquois scout. Look at that beautiful long pull on there. Iroquois Cutlery Company. And it's in the green and black, that mottled green and black that kind of looks like end of days, just two colors going on. This is a very popular handle material back then. And this is, you know, it's normal bolsters and everything else. Really nice knife. Look at those beautiful brass liners going on. Old style moon shape, half moon or crescent moon can opener there. And then you got the punch over here. Really nice knife. Really good action on it. The blade, the main blade's a little weak. It's definitely been worn and used, but beautiful knife still, none the same. And obviously, if you're talking about scout knives that are green, Girl Scout knives, all sorts of green Girl Scout knives. Got them from every year, it seemed like. This is one of the oldest one. Then we went into this one, and then this one with the clear acetate over the green backing there with the gold trefoil in there, and then finally the light green plastic ones that are just stamped in there for the Girl Scouts. So got all the Girl Scout knives. One of the odd things though that you don't hear about, and for some people they say they don't exist, but well, they do. That's the green Cub Scout knives. There was rumors of them being green Cub Scout knives for the longest time. People said, no, there's not really green Cub Scout knives, but I have two examples here of green Cub Scout knives. Well, one of them isn't technically a Cub Scout knife. This is a green wing. This is a knife that, if you're not familiar, green wing is like the junior category for Ducks Unlimited. So it's an organization within Ducks Unlimited for younger people, the Green Wing organization. And Camillus made a green wing knife, and it is built on the same frame as the Cub Scout knives, and it uses the same blades as the Cub Scout knife. You see right here, Camillus. The only difference is, you see there, the green wing blade edge going on instead of the official Cub Scout blade edge. Then you've got the long can opener with the lock there. That's really what makes it the Cub Scouts, you know, that can opener, cap lifter, I'm sorry, screwdriver cap lifter with the lock there going on. And then on the other side, you have the punch blade. This one is in excellent shape. See there, the press here dummy. So you got that brass liner lock going down the middle there. And this is not truly a Cub Scout knife, but it is built on the Cub Scout frame using the Cub Scout blades. It's just the green wing. And some people think this might be the USA made green Cub Scout knife. And I think that is it. I have not seen a USA made green Cub Scout knife, but I have seen the green wing. Now there is a green Cub Scout knife, but it was made in China. And I believe these were made by Taylor brand. And as you can see here, this is actually green. The bone has been dyed green, which is pretty cool. And it was not an accident. They actually did intend to make it green. I'm not sure if it was a very limited run or what, but it's the Chinese-made official Cub Scout knife. You see there, stainless china. And so these were made after 2007. I think these actually came out sometime around 2010 or so. But the same blades that you see on all your Cub Scout knives. You know, does lock. Doesn't lock great, but it does lock. I'm definitely not going to mess with it because these were made for a very short time and there's just not a lot of them out there. So if you're lucky enough to have one, hang on to it and don't abuse it because it'll be worth more later. It'll be worth more later because I know Chinese made and everything, but it's a Chinese made Cub Scout knife and you're not going to find a lot of green Cub Scout knives. Now hiding way in the back here is my set of horsehead Puukkos, and they have green handles. Got the little one, the women's knife and the men's knife. And they're basically horsehead Puukkos out of Finland. Both of them are nearly identical, slightly differences in the trim and everything. They got that funky sheath, which is pretty cool. And then, well, let's see if I can back out here a bit. Yeah, we'll back out some so we can see more. And here's the other one. See that? That is a great little knife. Well, not that little, about 8 inches overall. Here's both of them together. So I got my horsehead Puukkos, and they are in green. I would have taken them in any color, but the fact that I could get them in green was really a great plus for me. Now, I've shown my Stroke of Luck knives a couple times. These were knives that were designed by Brian Wilhoit. These were also made by Rough Rider. And, well, I know I've shown the large toothpick quite a few times. These are really cool, and these definitely are celebrating Ireland. But you got that horseshoe shield, which the only place I know that it was used was on the Stroke of Luck knives. These actually have the bolsters, the clover bolsters and everything here. These were actually found in the National Knife Museum, and then they were applied to these knives. And this was one of the first knives by Rough Rider that used the reverse frosted blade edge. So we got the large toothpick here. I've also got the big old Stockman, and I have, believe it or not, I got the mini trapper. I have not picked up the large trapper yet. I'm still looking for it. Got the canoe. Now, if you're familiar with this pattern, or this series, one of the things that a lot of people noticed was the canoes, the greens on the canoe. The front always looked really good. The backside, they were somewhat troubling. This one is not too bad. It obviously doesn't match the front. The front is much darker, but some of these were so splotchy that they almost look like this knife back here. This is the Bill Lowen mini trapper. I guess I won't show that one later, but this is by Buck Bill Lowen Mini Trapper. This is in the Bill Lowen series. It has a wonderful bass for a shield. But in any case, that was one of the things with the Stroke of Luck series. So your canoes, the backside might be almost look like an Appaloosa bone. Then we got the what do you call that one? Kind of a lockhorn, double lock back, whatever you want to call it. Pretty cool. Both blades lock. Yeah. And then, well, this next one isn't, oh yeah, this isn't Stroke of Luck. This is just their medium green smooth bone toothpick by Rough Rider. So that's pretty cool too. I also have one other one that's in that clover, which is the Lucky Clover. This is actually a Brian Wilhoit custom knife, BW custom knife. It's got the 4-leaf clover shield, and it's got like the box weave going on there, or the basket weave going in the bone. That is actually bone, but it's done in a basket weave. There you have that. There we go. Lucky Clover, BW, and BW custom or something like that, made in China. This is the smaller toothpick. This is about like an 18 pattern toothpick, an 18 pattern Stockman by Case, but this is the BW custom. It's made in the Rough Rider factory, so it's made in China. And yeah, I do have a couple classics here. I have other green Victorinox knives, but these are specifically for St. Patty's Day. You can tell that. You got the 3-leaf clover here, and then I can't remember what this one was called, but it's got clovers all over it. It was also a limited edition. I think both of these were limited edition. A lot more of these were made than these, though. Pretty cool knife. And then let's pop over here and look at some green swirly plastic. This is my Raging Bull Guardian Angel toothpick. I have all 4 of the Guardian Angel toothpicks. One of them was in green. It's got a set of angel wings on there, and it's a beautiful green and black swirl going on in there. Really nice colors for it. Really just like that knife. You got the triple ring bolsters going on. This is built to the same quality as a Rough Rider knife, probably built in the same factory and everything else. The blade is the exact same shape as earlier Rough Rider toothpicks. This knife's probably about 10 years old or so. Raging Bull was the brand for the guy at Kentucky Knives on eBay. He was a seller on eBay. I don't think he's still around. He might still be around, but he's not nearly as big as he used to be. And these were some of the knives he made. The same quality as you see in a Rough Rider, or as that you would see in a U.S. Classic also, or the early U.S. Classics. I think later U.S. Classics weren't quite the same quality, but really nice knife. Good lockup, no blade wobble. Terrific knife. In the Raging Bull Guardian Angel, the green, smooth, swirly plastic, I guess. As long as we're looking at toothpicks, let's pop over here and look at the Kentucky Bluegrass. Definitely green, but it's called Kentucky Bluegrass, and it has got that Kentucky shield going on there. And this knife is by Bear & Son. I think it's probably made about 12, 13 years ago. It's not the same as the current production toothpicks by Bear & Son, and you can tell that as soon as you open it up and look at that blade, because look at the shape of that blade. Look at that wonderful clip going on there. Look at the semi-long pull going in there, that square pull, and then the wonderful saber grind, and it's got a good lockup on it. There is no wobble in this. Look at that brass liner. Wonderful. Well, it's just a center pin. There are no other pins on it, but the jigging in there is a really nice knife. I really like this thing. The shield is also something that just spoke to me. Look at the recurve on that blade too. Just a terrific large toothpick by Bear & Son, and definitely one of my favorite knives. Let's pop over here and look at some more Kentucky bluegrass. This is the Case's interpretation of it. This is on a copperhead. I think this came out in 2021. It was part of their, what do they call it? The Vault series, from the Case Vault series in 2021. And you see that with the shield there. Look at that green, though. Beautiful green in this bluegrass. Definitely different interpretations of what a bluegrass would look like. I think this one looks a little more like grass, but that's not to say this isn't a beautiful shade of green. I really like this, and it is a copperhead. So you've got the clip blade. I'm happy that this came with the most standard blade you could get on a copperhead. No funky worn clip going on anywhere. Just wonderful little copperhead blades. A nice pin blade and a nice clip blade going on, and a terrific copperhead. And for those people who like a half stop, they put a really good one on there. Really like this knife. Brass liners, nickel silver, bolsters, everything you expect from Case. No wobble there. Just a great knife. I really like it. Let's go back over to Case, I guess. We'll stick with Case for a second. Got this one here, too. This is in the green apple. This is their green apple toothpick in a smooth bone. Look at that black shield. That black shield against the light green is just fantastic. This is almost like a zombie green. I really like it, though. And, well, you know me and toothpicks. This is just a gorgeous knife. I got this one last year. Yeah. Ooh, almost sliced my finger there. And then another Case. Yeah, we'll go with the last of the Case I have here. And this is the lizard skin pocket hunter, 2 3/4 inches. So this one is also from the old Vault series. I can't remember what year it came out. I guess I could try and count the dots. Oh, man, that's a lot of dots. Oh, this would have been 2020, the 2020 series or Vault series, the Pocket Hunter. You got a clip blade there, and then you got the long skinning blade here. I guess you could skin squirrels with this skinner blade. It's such a small little blade, but could also be very functional. And it's in the lizard skin, so you've got the burnt green bone with the corn cob jig going on there. Very pretty knife. I got one other toothpick here, and this is also by Bear & Son. This is the Gator skin. This was a numbered series. This is number 16. I don't remember if there's 50 made or 100 made, but it's a pretty cool little toothpick. And we see there Gator skin, and got the gator head there on the blade. And the cool thing, though, is just the look at the etching into that bone. Looks like alligator skin. It's pretty cool. Really like this thing. Just talking about stainless steel liners, though. I think it's a 448 stainless steel blade, and it is a small toothpick, the tiny toothpick, 3-inch toothpick, but pretty cool knife nonetheless. I really like that one. And man, I'm running out of knives here, but I still have well, I got my mushroom knife over here. This is also by Rough Rider. It's kind of a modern take on a mushroom knife. It's got anodized, I believe these are aluminum. They might be stainless steel, but that's the covers on there are scales, and it is torqued on there, so you can adjust it and take it apart, I guess. I did not try to take it apart. It got a clip that you can remove. You got the boar's hair brush on the back there. I actually also modified one of those because you see I took off the clip on top, removed the brush on the back, because by doing that I just got a really cool little hawkbill blade going on there on the knife. But this one is the full mushroom knife, complete with that hawkbill blade, and it's just a terrific mushroom knife. It's just gorgeous looking, and I love that green that came with it. And well, I think I got one other knife here that I haven't talked about yet, and it isn't completely green, but I thought I'd show it too. And that is the Emerald River here. And this is by Hen and Rooster, but as you can see there, it's a Michael J. Prater custom. And I bought this one a while ago, and this one is pretty cool. I like it. If you see that sparkle going on in there, that sparkle is caused by pearl dust being mixed in with the coralline, and you see the white and the gold and the green going in there. And this was the Emerald River coralline little skinner that they made. It's nice little size for a bird and trout knife. Not really big at all, as you can see here. Comes in right at 7 inches long, and it's got a blade that all in all is about 3 1/4 inches long with about a 3-inch cutting edge going on. So that's the Emerald River by Michael Prater and Hen and Rooster. And I think that's it. Ran through just about all of my green knives, at least my traditional pattern green knives. Obviously, this isn't quite traditional pattern, and a couple of these were fixed blades and such, but hope you enjoyed it. And in the meantime, enjoy the slideshow. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with the Pious. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.